this will break your heart. I'm never gonna hold you back. I'm always gonna have your back. So try to remember that. I hope you're happy. I hope you're good. I hope you get what you
Good evening, beautiful people. I think I'm going to just express a little gratitude before I go to sleep. And I'll do that in the form of kind of telling you some of what's happened since the weekend. But as you know, I'm preparing for my speech thing tomorrow. And over the weekend, I was doing some homework to prepare for it. And we had videos of the winners from last year. And I was doing my due diligence and watching them. And the number one speaker last year, his story was pretty interesting. He had gone to prison and then really turned his life around. And now he's a great speaker and coach. And he's actually pretty impressive because he's pretty young. Well, my version of young. Anyway, so I was watching it and then I shot him a note because, it was just good and I had learned some stuff from the videos. And he ended up reaching out and basically kind of giving me a lot of advice and stuff. And then we actually just hung up a little while ago. And this is where the gratitude comes in. I had the person who won the contest. I'm doing, the contest last year. He won first place. And I just had like this private coaching thing, and I all because I expressed some gratitude, to him when I dropped him a note saying that I appreciated his story and what he had done. And he just really gave me back tons, of his knowledge and time. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that we finally had a day above, 40, freezing 40. It was actually 60 and I got to golf a little bit today. So I'm grateful for that. And, it's just been, there's a lot still going on. I think I haven't been really afraid of the virus and the situation, maybe a healthy respect, but not the panic that everybody, excuse me guys, sorry, the panic and stuff. But now I'm like getting nervous about the uncertainty of it all. Like, when are we going to go back to work? And what does the world look like on the other side? It's really interesting to hear people talk about it and different perspectives. I'm going to continue to be optimistic that there's a ton of good things that come out of it. When we went for our bike ride this morning, my cohort's like, yeah, I think that nothing's going to open until, September. And he's in the school world, so things are a little different and he has to be dialed into what, they're doing for the school year and stuff. And then I thought this was kind of funny. Since it is a gambling recovery podcast, I'll tell you this. And you guys know, I think that gambling is everywhere. And it's, it just blends into the scenery. And it's just, people just don't even notice it. It's so common. So I believe I read one of my emails this week to say that I think there was a pool going around in this environment and they were placing bets on when the isolation and the quarantine will end, and I don't think that this group is necessarily compulsive gamblers, but it's like a baby pool or whatever, but it's just there. It's embedded in everyday life. And I try to be really patient when I'm behind people that are buying a ton of scratch offs and people that don't understand. And I notice a lot of language that shows up. But I don't care about any of that right now. I care about it, but I care about just kind of expressing gratitude. So I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for my impromptu coach. I'm grateful for golfing, and I'm grateful for friends, that I can golf and bike with. And I'm grateful for my bed that I'm going to visit. So I hope that before y'all go to sleep tonight that you count your blessings too, because it's great to even have blessings, right? And wherever we are, whatever we're doing, it could be worse. It probably could be worse. So I love you, my beautiful people. You have a great night, and